Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Wednesday, May the 19th, 2021. So come on in the room, people. How are you on this Wednesday morning? Good morning to all of you. Come on in the room this morning. Come on in the room this morning. Hang out with me for a little while. I see you, Marion Jackson. Good morning to you, sister. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in the room, people. I see you, Donita. Good morning to you, sister. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Patricia Lyles. Good morning to you. How are you this morning? I see you all coming in here. Good morning, Dana Mosley. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning. Good morning, Kelly Lee. Good morning, Regina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of you this morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, what's on y'all's agenda today? As we start this Wednesday, this hump day, as we call it, hump days in the room. Good morning, Kimberly Graves. Good morning. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Cherie. Cherie, I enjoyed that post you put yesterday talking about my energy. Good morning, Dr. Kim Carter. Good morning, Adrienne. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's hump day. It's hump day. So what's on your agenda on this hump day, on this Wednesday? Talk to me. Let me know what's happening. Good morning, Latrice Jones. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Y'all, Latrice Jones, I'm just going to give her a plug this morning. Latrice Jones is running a serious business as a consultant. Her packaging, her mail drop, her invoicing. I mean, she just really has it going on. So I want to salute you, my sister, for taking this business and running with it. You are doing exceptionally well. And I'm excited to say, I know her. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning to all of you. Pat says, work, hospital, and busy again. Kim say, I see you in that beautiful and bold red. Says, hey. Oh, good, Kimberly. Kimberly Gray says her vacation starts tomorrow, going to Gatlinburg for 4 days of self-care. Yes to self-care. Yes, I salute you for self-care. Yes. I saw your post yesterday. Since it's on your public page, I'm going to talk about, we're going to pray that you have total relief from your migraines, total relief from those. Good morning, Tracy First. Good morning to my biological brother, Liz Furter Third. Good morning. Yeah, Kim, Dr. Carter, congratulate the trees. There's some other powerful businesswomen and men who tune into News in Motion. And as I see you come in, I'll throw it out there. Each day, I'm just going to highlight different people just to give you a plug because I want us to support. Y'all, wasn't Voice Everray just exceptional yesterday? 25-year-old guy doing it, y'all. He's doing it. Then I got to give a shout out also to my daughter, Dominique Dudley. She enjoyed her birthday. Thank you for those of you who showered her with the Cash App. And hear me, she's saying it ain't too late. Just a $sign, Dominique, DOMINIQ. But no, she says thank you. She was shocked of the video that I did. I'm proud of myself. And see, I had to do it myself because they have their hands on everything. And I didn't want anybody to see it, or I didn't want her to see it. So I had to do that myself. So I'm kind of proud of myself. Now, no, I'm not going into that business or anything like that, but I'm a little proud of myself. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Deborah Johnson's on self-care too. Good morning, Stephanie Burbridge. Oh, good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, y'all know at some point I got to stop the good mornings because we could be here all day. Good morning, Pastor Annette Jackson. As I say that, then I have somebody else come in here. And I see, oh, thank you, Regina. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all, let's get started. And right away, we have breaking news. The EU agreed to reopen its borders to visitors who are fully vaccinated or those coming from countries considered safe from a COVID-19 perspective. So again, breaking news that just came in, the EU agreed to reopen its borders to visitors who are fully vaccinated or those who's coming from countries considered safe from COVID-19 perspective. So that is our breaking news today. So y'all, EU is opening borders. Y'all travel carefully. Please travel carefully. Be safe, y'all. Continue to do what you do. You have to write your own health narrative. So, practice social distancing, wash your hands, and for whatever, wear your mask. Wear your mask. Y'all, listen, and I think I said this yesterday, y'all, there are 8 New York Yankees fully vaccinated. And I now believe there's up to 3 in the hospital with COVID-19. They all tested positive for COVID-19. So y'all, again, the flu, just like the flu, the vaccine does not mean you'll never get it. It may mean you won't get it as bad. They don't know because one of the people may be put on a ventilator. So y'all, you still have to do your due diligence and make sure you're practicing this. Y'all, sad news yesterday. I'm just call it wanted. The New York Times is reporting North Carolina prosecutor calls shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. justified. Mr. Brown was fatally shot in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Y'all, that's about a population of 18,000 majority Black Americans by police officers in April. Following the George Floyd, the murderer getting convicted there. His family and their lawyers have described it as an execution. A North Carolina prosecutor said on yesterday that the fatal shooting of a Black man in Elizabeth City, North Carolina by local sheriff deputies was justified because the man, Andrew Brown Jr., let's say his name, used his car as a deadly weapon as he tried to evade arrest. The deputies will not face criminal charges, he said. Now, I just, we have people out here protesting. Here's a good one I want to put up here, 20 seconds. It took right about 20 seconds. And what I want to say to this is this. I don't know if y'all seen any of the videos yesterday. I was sitting there like, what? They arrived in tactical gear like they were going to go into a war zone like that of Israel and Hamas. They were in full tactical gear. He was already in his car. He backed up. Now, if he really wanted to use his car as a weapon, he would have moved forward. No, he backed up to get out of the way, to go around them. And when he got in front of them, they literally opened fire on this man. They opened fire on this man. The videos are hard to watch, so if you don't have a stomach to watch it, don't watch it. The bullet to the back of his head is what killed him, and it took 20 seconds. It took all of 20 seconds. There's something wrong with that, especially when they say the prosecutor said that the bag with the substance containing what is believed to be crystal meth was found in Mr. Brown's mouth. So y'all came rolling up like that. In tactical gear, jumping out of cars, off the back of trucks, fully loaded with machine guns, rifles, and everything. All of that for a bag? Now, I'm not a person of drugs. I'm not saying that. But you came at this, it's like you were hunting down a Black man. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? So just to even watch that unfold, just says, what is really going on? Especially when we have a Matt Gaetz in office with alleged sex trafficking. Let's talk about that. That's what's happening. We have that happening, and we're not paying attention. Well, let's go back to January the 6th. Now, as much as they want us to shut up, we're not going to shut up. Let's go back to the insurrection, where we still have people walking around. There were deaths. There was a noose on the Capitol grounds. They were coming for former Vice President Mike Pence. You didn't arrive up in tactical gear like that. Actually, you pulled the tactical gear behind. Let's talk about that. And then let's also talk about the previous occupant, who was doing all kinds of things. But we're going to go after a Black man with a bag that had it in his mouth. Still wrong. I got it. But fully open fire on this man and kill him? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is what's going on. Yeah, Pastor Antoinette, the insurrections are still free. Yeah, the insurrectionists are still free. They are still free. They are still walking around doing what they're doing. Some of them have been in jail. And then let's talk about that. One demanded vegan food while he was in jail, and he got it. Let's talk about that, y'all. That's the problem. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. And we cannot close our eyes to that. Good morning, Davia. Good morning, Deborah Sneak. Good morning, Demia Kanda. Yes, hunting. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Y'all, if you have the stomach to look at the videos, they're all on YouTube at this point. Go look at the videos. They are literally, they roll up and they're busting out of things and jumping off the cars. They got their rifles and machine guns ready to shoot. One guy who drove away. When he backed up, he literally could have gone forward and ran over not all of them, about 3 or 4. He didn't do that. And these were trained Army, Navy, Marine people, y'all. These are trained people to shoot to kill. That's who came after this man. Yeah, say his name too, Dying Ladybug. Casey Goodson. Let's say his name. Let's still say Breonna Taylor. He was doing nothing wrong. It's just mind blowing. He was already in his car, and it was a surprise visit, so he didn't know they were coming. Yeah, I'm so happy. I can stay here all day, but I know I can't. I'm so happy with what's going on with this big reveal. Now, hear me, and hopefully y'all understand when I get ready to say this. Don't take this wrong, but I am so excited. I was watching the videos. I actually got the live link yesterday, so it was so exciting to tune into the live link virtually with President Joe Biden at the Ford Motor Company. And, this big reveal, I was like, what is this big reveal with this F-150? What is it and why is it? But I was like, okay, I got invited, so I'm going to tune in. So I'm tuning in and I'm talking with virtually with different like major news reporters. And I was like, I've arrived. Hello, somebody. But anyway, I'm watching this and I'm like, why is he so giddy? So then he gets in the truck. I don't know if y'all have seen the video. He gets in the truck and the Secret Service like, dude, what are you doing? You can't do that. Y'all, he takes off 0 to 110 in this F-150 truck going around this track. He was like, hey, he was driving that car like, this man is off his rocker. In a good way. But listen, y'all, this truck is coming out. And I want to show y'all this picture. This is President Joe Biden in this truck. Y'all can see how much fun he's having. And yeah, y'all, there's a Secret Service guy on the other side of him. And y'all, when he stopped, they started running out the car like, dude, you can't drive your car like that. You could have flipped this baby over. Something could have happened to you. But he was so excited. But y'all, did y'all know that this truck for 43 years, an F-150 truck. Do y'all know that this particular truck, I want y'all to hear me, this particular truck makes more money a year than any major corporation? Did y'all know that? Y'all, this one truck, not the Ford Motor Company, but this one truck makes more money than any company in the U.S. Did y'all know that? From a truck. So the big reveal is tonight. If you want to check that out, because it's going to be a serious reveal tonight. And I'm excited about the reveal. And I'm not even in the trucks like that, but I'm excited about it. Speaking of that, do y'all think there's going to be a third party? Because Liz Cheney's like, she ain't having it. She's like, And y'all do know whose daughter she is, right? She is the daughter of former Vice President Dick Cheney. So they're talking about forming a new party. The Arizona thing has gone left with the audit. I'm like, y'all still auditing the election from November, and he's already in office. What is happening here? Yeah, we still have House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who opposes the bipartisan commission probing January the 6th. Well, we should have figured that out, right? He just doesn't want anybody to know that maybe his name is in there somewhere. The New York Attorney General, says the Trump Organization investigation has expanded into a criminal probe. Where's my popcorn? I don't know why. I'm like, come on, bring something down, please, bring something down. But y'all, this is the news. So the news was exciting yesterday. Y'all, Representative Val Demings, Democrat of Florida, she's like, I'm coming for you, Senator Marco Rubio. Yeah, she's challenging him for his Senate seat. I'm like, yes! Y'all, things are in motion. We just got to be still. We got to backtrack. We got to say, okay, it's happening. But y'all, listen. Yeah, Pastor Antoinette, Dick Cheney shot a friend and got away with it. They ruthless. Y'all, can you imagine rolling with them? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But y'all, Val Demings telling Senator Marco Rubio, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Even in the midst of all of these election rules now, look, y'all, we got to be ready. So even if you know anybody in Florida now, tell them, get registered, get registered, have all the documentation you need. We're coming for you, Marco Rubio. And there's others that we're coming for too. There's others. Y'all get this. Andrew Giuliani, he's the son of Rudy Giuliani, who's in trouble and who made some crazy he was doing a media release, a press release for his dad that fell flat. It was horrible. And they were like trying to pull him away, like, you didn't say that right. Well, now he's like, I'm going to challenge Andrew Cuomo for the governor. I'm like, good luck with that. So he's coming out saying he's going to run against Andrew Cuomo. And he tried to bring up the sex charges with Andrew Cuomo, the alleged sex charges. Well, the moment, y'all know Andrew Cuomo, he's like him or not, yep, I'm believing the women. Yep, I wasn't there, but I still believe there's a reason why they're saying what they're saying. But listen, y'all, he's like, come on. Just bring it on. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know who you're dealing with here? Y'all, all of this is just crazy. Yeah, Lori, I'm so pumped. Y'all, the news is on fire. When the news is on fire like this, I get excited. Now, y'all, in other news, and I thought this is really, really sad because we're already dealing with this. India is already dealing with the coronavirus at some breaking numbers per day per case. Now they got a cyclone. Y'all, they have a cyclone. At least 26 people are dead and more than 100 missing after Cyclone Taukti slammed India's western coast over the past 2 days. Y'all, the storm made landfall Monday with wind speeds equivalent to an intense Category 3 hurricane, almost 125 miles per hour, becoming the strongest cyclone to hit India and the Arabian Sea on record. I just want to show y'all another picture. This is just some of what was happening there in India. Yeah, that's happening. So we want to continue to pray for India and everything that they're going through and that they're dealing with. Y'all, I'm so excited. I get this call this morning. This is probably why I'm like pumped. I get this call this morning from Jakithia. Jakithia is probably tuning in. Well, she texts me. And we have a young person that's going to get their vaccine today. And she said, do you think we can interview them and put them on camera and commercial, all this? And I was like, yeah. So it's Kenny Stanley and Kelly Stanley's daughter, Kamaya. And I quickly called Kenny Stanley. He's like, yeah. And I said, then you're going to get interviewed too. So you got to go look and fly, brother. So he's so excited, y'all. But listen, y'all, this is what's happening. This is the contact that we were able to establish with OSU East here in Columbus, Ohio. And I know others of you in different states are also coming together. But I want to show you this video. So really excited about that. So Kamaya, we're cheering you on as you get vaccinated today. Y'all, the coronavirus recovery, 27,253,327. Again, 27,253,327. And as the video showed, we're no longer going to give the other numbers. We're going to talk about recovery and vaccine. Y'all, currently today, 48.1% has at least one vaccine and 37.7% are fully vaccinated. On Monday, I shared 47.4, at least one. So it's only gone up a little bit, and fully 37.7%. 0.1. So we're still working on that, y'all. Wall Street Journal headlines read that COVID next challenge is this growing divide between rich and poor economies. So we want to also just pray for those countries that may not have the vaccines. Now, U.S., again, the White House has decided that they're going to ship over more corona virus vaccines to help other countries. So let's hope that the UK and China will also join the US in shipping out vaccines. We don't want that kind of divide. We don't. We are I would say God's children all across the world, and everyone should have access to everything that we have. So we can't take for granted. We can't take it for granted. Yes, we happen to be privileged, if you will, to have access to the vaccines, but we also need to make sure we are serving our brothers and sisters across the spectrum as well. We can't leave them out on this. We can't leave them out. Y'all, in other news, F9, the latest film in the Fast and Furious, and I've watched all of them, they're really good movies, franchise is set for $160 million opening weekend overseas, not here in the US, the largest international box office opening in the pandemic era. So that's going to be the largest. And they said people are lining up, buying tickets to do that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not ready to go to no movie theater. I like streaming. And I've come to find out, as much as I was against picking up groceries, now I still want to pick out my own groceries, but I like going to Ulta and they bring them the bag out to the car. I like going to Sephora and they bring the bag out to the car. I like going to Target and they bring the bag out to the car. It's like, I think I'm going to keep that going, so I hope that they keep that going as well, because I like that. I like that. It's probably a little snooty, I don't know, but I like it. I decided I like it, and I still want to get my own groceries. I'll pick out my own groceries, y'all. I'm gonna pick out my own groceries because I want to make sure I'm getting what I want, especially in produce and things like that, meats and things like that. My fish, I want to still look at that. But everything else, y'all can bring it to the car. I'm okay with that. I'm loving church. I don't have to show up at a building. Y'all, here's the truth. I don't mind worshiping. We all have our expression of worship. But when I'm at home watching the video, because I watch them now within the studio here, I can shout, I can get on the floor, lay prostrate if I want to, I can cry, I can weep, I can hold my own body. I don't need nobody fanning over me. Y'all know, sometimes it gets too much. I can worship right here in my home. I don't ever have to go back to a building. Hello, somebody. I don't have to do that. Why? Why do I have to go back to a building? I don't need to do that. Demia said I have my groceries delivered, except produce. Girl, the produce is something about, I don't want you touching my produce. And I still clean it off. I still wipe it off, wash it off, put it in the suds and all that kind of stuff. Pat says I pick out my own groceries also. Lori is saying, absolutely, I love drive-up service is the bomb. Whoever came up with that, brilliant. Pastor Des said, me too. Tracy, we don't get you a picture on here. She goes, nice to you being selfish and smart. What did you say, Kim Edmondson? Kim said, don't need nobody. Girl, no. Come on. Y'all know that, right? It's like, baby, come on. It's all right. I am all right. Scott, let's stop right here for a moment. This ain't even news. This is the good. We're going into the good news right now. Y'all, have y'all ever just really thought back about even what we say to other people? Like when they're crying, like, oh, sweetie, it's okay. Or when a person's up on the podium and they get emotional, they're like, that's all right. Take your time. Why do we do those things? They know they can take their time. They stop for a reason. They stop for a reason because they couldn't say anything else. They're gathering themselves, and we sit in the pew. That's all right, baby. Take your time. They are taking their time. I've said these things too, but I've been thinking about this. I'm like, just think we take all that stuff off. We don't need the gloves or the dolies on the head for communion. You just go to your refrigerator and get some grape juice or orange juice, or mimosa, and a piece of cracker, and you read the scriptures and you take your communion. It's like, why are we doing this? What? Have you ever thought about that? And we put the cover on them. Why? Why we put the cover on? Is the cover anointed? Why? Now I can understand with women with dresses on, we want to cover, but we be putting the cover on the men, and then sometimes we take them like they dead, like they're on the floor, like let's cover them all up. Why? Why do we do this thing? That's right. To me, it's praise. It's like bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Just because, see, but even in church, side note, I'm looking at the time, y'all. Side note, even in church, we want to project on the other people what's going on with us. Just because you broken don't mean they broken. You might be broken, but they might be rejoicing. They may just receive the word from the Lord to get up and just to shout and just to whatever. I don't know. Let me get off of this. What you saying, Valerie? Valerie saying, no, don't stop me. I'm going through menopause. There's that. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. Everything can stay the same. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to get in some trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's what I do. It's my show. I can say what I want to. Y'all know what? All of these people running back to a building, what's in that building that you weren't able to get while at home? We need to answer these questions. It's starting with, why do I do what I do? Why do I do this? Now, I understand fellowship. I got that. I understand wanting to be with people. I got that. I understand all of that. I understand all of that. I get all of that. But if we're rushing back to something, what's in that something? Because when people even say church is closed, church never closed. It never closed. The church, you're the church. You didn't close, did you? You're the church. So what are you running back to? And why are you trying so hard to get there where you will risk your life to do it? See, these are the tough questions we need to be asking ourselves. Just like with politics, why is it that I want to support this person? What do they bring to the table? What difference are they going to make in my life? What's the difference between sitting in the pew that can sometimes be claustrophobic and too tight anyways, like give me my space? Can you imagine that? You sitting on the pew like 6 feet away, 6 feet away, and you behind you, you got to scoot down a little bit because you're too close behind me. What are you trying to get to in the first place? What are they giving you that you weren't able to get while you were at home? Just think about when you were getting the messages from home, you had your Bible open, probably had your commentary, you had your notes, you didn't have anybody reaching over. What was point one? Watch the replay and get point one. Hey, what was it? How they spell that word? Shh. I'm trying to get the word. Just think, y'all, you go back in that building. Y'all go on if you want to. Y'all go on if you want to. What you saying, Kim Carter? Kim Carter said, I could be what are people running from? It could be what people are running from. There's that too. Hello, somebody. I purposely raised my kids to believe church is not a building. There's that too. No distractions. There's that too. I don't want service longer than an hour. It's like we don't need the morning announcements. We don't need those. Church never closed. Just stop seeing drama. Well, there's that. There's that. There's that. I want to go back to what Dr. Kim Carter says, because there's the other side of that. It could be, what are people running from? What is it that you've had to deal with at home that you're running from that at home? And I'm talking about even if you live by yourself. What is it that you're trying to get away from? So y'all, a lot of questions that we can do. And this wasn't in my notes at all. What did you say, Cherie? Cherie says, Gail, every pastor in the nation is coming for you. No, they are. I'm probably going to hate mail or whatever. I don't care, whatever. I'm a child of the Most High God. I told y'all, what was the quote I gave y'all the other day? The quote from Audre Lorde that says, you cannot, and I'm paraphrasing that, you cannot stop talking. I'm gonna actually read it to you because it's in my other notes. Hold on, because I think that's important. If I can find it. Oh, the quote. I have come to believe over and over again that what is most important to me must be spoken, made verbal, and shared, even at the risk of having it bruised or misunderstood. That's her quote, Audre Lorde. I'll read that again. We shared this on Monday. I have come to believe over and over again that what is most important to me must be spoken, made verbal, and shared, even at the risk of having it bruised or misunderstood. And the reason I wanted to share that quote again, so thank you, Cherie, for putting it up. That's where I'm at. Y'all, when my self-care is like, I got to come out and I can't be locked up. not wanting to say what I want to say, or not wanting to share what I believe the Lord is having me share, because He's entrusting me with news and motion. And I have to be honest with myself and honest with y'all and share and let it loose. So today I just guess I let it loose a little bit, or maybe a lot. But y'all, seriously, I'm enjoying what we have been able to accomplish. How many companies were telling you all along that you could not work remotely? The pandemic hit, all of a sudden, everybody can work remotely. And they're like, oh. Now, there's some that they're seeing a higher production rate, and there's some they're not seeing so much. But they're seeing that it can be done. Even those with classified files, they're finding out it can still be done. It can still be done. So, y'all, this is a new way. This is a new way. Let's see what she said here. Alexander Roseborough delivers a powerful word in 12. He does. He does. I'm telling you, he does. Amen. You are called to bless the masses. Y'all, I'm just having a good old time. Y'all, seriously, I'm in the purpose. I shared with y'all yesterday. My daughter lives life on purpose. You know, these millennials have learned how to do it earlier. I'm when I hit the 50 mark, I'm like, I'm now living life on purpose. Going into that age 56 in a couple months, I am living life on purpose, and I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying every moment of it. Yeah, I remote work. All right, y'all. Another news: Walmart, Home Depot, and Macy's beat the first quarter earnings expectations as retailers see continued growth, consumer spending. Now, it's interesting because April's numbers stalled, yet Walmart, Home Depot, and Macy's had some serious earnings in the first quarter. Y'all, for the win. And I didn't get permission to put her picture up, so I don't have it to put it up here. But for the win, y'all, Linda Zhang. You're probably saying, who's Linda Zhang? Well, I was talking about President Biden earlier and the F-150 Ford truck. Well, y'all, she began working at Ford since the age of 19. She's now in her 40s. She is the chief engineer of this electric Ford F-150 that's going to be coming out later on this evening in Michigan. She is leading a revolution, which is the Ford new F-150 that again will be officially revealed tonight. She came over from China when she was 8 years old without any English whatsoever at all. On her flight, and this was all in the. I was so excited to be invited to this. This was everything they were sharing. She learned her alphabets A through H in English on her flight. So she came here. That's all she knew was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. When she got off the flight in America, she had made it to H. She speaks English fluently now, but this woman is the bomb. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this last year. There was this big deal when they revealed the F-150 last year, where she was driving the truck, but she was pulling like 43 tons of truck with the F-150 that they revealed last year. We don't know how they're going to reveal it tonight. I don't know why I'm excited about this. But I was so excited when I saw it was a woman who is leading this charge. Y'all, many of you may not know, I learned so much about this truck yesterday. Many of you may not be aware that they went from having a steel truck to an aluminum truck. And now they're doing the electric truck. And again, Joe Biden took off in this truck like he was on the highway. I was like, go, Joe, go. You not slow. I mean, he just like, whoom, he took off on that. And they were like, and behind the scenes when we were watching this, you could literally see the Secret Service like, what is he doing? They jumped in cars and they're like driving. I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude took off in the truck. But y'all, this woman, Linda Zhang, she's the one. She's the chief engineer behind this truck. She is the chief engineer behind this truck. So she gets the win. She gets the win. And like one of the questions that came out, they asked, they said, are you nervous? And she's like, no. They said, are you excited? She goes, mm-hmm. But she was so like, I'm very excited. They're like, what can you tell us? Can you give us any specs? She says, no, all I know is that you're going to really enjoy this vehicle. And I'm thinking, she's so gone. She's just too calm. But y'all, she gets the win. She gets the win. So listen, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to see what some of y'all are saying. Demir, what are you saying here? Look at Gail. First words and now cars. Girl, yes. You learn so much in this field, y'all. Y'all, I hope you and the videos are still there. The videos are still there. Yeah, go Joe, go. You not slow. He's not slow. He is really not slow. I'm like, they're trying to make him like he has a problem. Whatever, we're not going there. But listen, go through some of the videos from last week. I know it wasn't live, but they were pre-recorded videos. They were fresh videos, but we recorded them for like the last 4 weeks. Y'all, that's the kind of news that we're digging into. And I want to tell you all, again, I've been saying this from day one. As I share the news, take what you want, but then if there's something that really strikes you, go and do the research yourself. Research it and see what's being said. You know, y'all really look at this Matt Gaetz piece. Wow, that should terrify you. It should terrify you. Y'all, some of the news we're reading, and I can't wait until Kamaya has her shot today at OSU East, and hopefully we'll get a copy of that video so we can show it here too. But do y'all understand something that is such a disparity and no one's talking about? Is that in the US, when they say that we can no longer have to wear masks, which the CDC has already put that out, but each state, that's the CDC guidelines, but each state. So let's say in Ohio, ours is June the 2nd. Do we understand that children 12 and under still have to wear masks when they go out? So you have families where the adults are mask free and the children are still wearing masks. Y'all, these are things we need to talk about. So when we're combing the news, we're seeing different things. So let's talk back to Matt Gaetz. Do y'all know how intertwined this is? Yeah, if you can just see how we pick things apart. And those are some things we're going to do on the news too. Sometimes you're not going to get a whole list like I gave you today. You may get a section that we unpack. And we unpack that because we want you to know how deep it is. The thing with Andrew Brown Jr., do y'all know how deep that is? They showed up in tactical gear, like they were getting ready to bomb a whole nation or something. Why? The question is why. So you have to ask questions when you're watching the news and when you're reading the news. Why is this? Where did the cyclone come from in India? What shifted with the coronavirus? And we're talking STEM, we're talking science. I don't know if Kenya Noel's on here or not, but we're talking science. And I'm not a scientist. I don't know anything about it. I did not even like the class, excuse me, but that's the truth. I'm not a science person. But when you look at that, it's like you ask the questions, well, why is this happening? What is really happening in Los Angeles? They're talking about the fog because we were inside for over a year and they're kind of still inside. How the fog has lifted. So we need to start saying, well, okay, if we shut down everything and the fog is lifted, what do we need to do? What do we need to continue to do so we can continue to see clearly? Y'all, there's so much there. Y'all, this is all the inspirational message too. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself in the questions you're asking yourself. That is how we grow, people. That is how we grow. So ask the question, answer the questions, y'all. Dig deep with your questions and be uncomfortable in the questions. It's okay to say, I don't have that answer yet, but I'm going to keep massaging this and wrestling with this until I get to where I need to go with this. Y'all, this is where we are. Yeah, I know I gave y'all a whole lot of news. I see you, Kenya Noel. See, girl, talking science. Hello, somebody. Talking science, y'all. But y'all, this is what we need to do. We need to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask yourself questions. Don't be afraid. And if you don't have the answer, it's okay. But here's the other part about it. Don't stress out for not having the answer. It's not worth it. Y'all know what I say. Stay well. And remember, make some moves.